I'm Dave Serta. I'm from Shelbyville, Wisconsin. And the COVID has taught us a lot. And for some of us, with a little age on us, it's reminded us of a lot. The fear of COVID that's been promoted by the government and by media reminds me of the fear of nuclear war during the Cold War, nuclear attack during the Cold War. During that time in 1951 and 1952, our federal government instituted a program of tattooing school children with their blood type. As described in the Journal of American Academy of Dermatology, I've given you a copy of that. The plan was to create walking blood banks. The blood of school children was to be harvested by the federal government in case of an emergency. The tattoo was to be placed on the left side of our chest because in an explosion they felt arms and legs would be lost on children. I was 7 when the tattooing took place in my school, Lake County, Indiana. My little brother and cousin were 6. Similar action by our federal government could happen again. The COVID has taught you to look ahead, and I congratulate you on passing bills looking ahead to an overreaching executive who may, during a real or perceived emergency, enact an executive order to have proof of COVID vaccination as a precondition of employment, or the proof of COVID vaccination as a precondition for allowing school children back in school. COVID has taught you to look ahead. Through presidential executive orders, one individual can mandate or write rules that have the effect of law. Recent presidential orders with no legislative backing have already harmed Wisconsin citizens and are threatening our civil liberties. Shouldn't you be looking ahead to say to have something to say about executive orders? Shouldn't you get ahead of at the federal level by limiting the scope and jurisdiction of the federal government? Fear is a powerful motivator. Our opponents would have you believe fear. Fear is not a thought. Fear is not reason. Fear is an emotion. Fear causes otherwise thoughtful men to do nothing. I enlisted in the Marine Corps in 1965. I was in Vietnam in 66 and 67. I've been in firefights. I've seen men gripped with the paralysis of fear do nothing when the situation actually calls for action. Please do not let fear of doing something paralyze you to do nothing. When I enlisted in the Marine Corps, I took an oath similar to the one you took to protect and defend the Constitution. I understood defend meant with my life. You're not being asked to defend the Constitution with your life. Just protect and defend the citizens of Wisconsin from an overbearing federal government. By the way, though it was a federal action to have children tattooed, it was only carried out in 3 locations: Lake County, Indiana, where I'm originally from, and 2 counties in Utah. So there's not much evidence or people alive to speak about it. We've got to remember all of that history.
I'm here live in Philadelphia at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. When you hear the phrase lives, fortunes, and sacred honor, these are the folks we should think of, those who anonymously gave their lives. Well, today you have a chance to volunteer. You need to volunteer for conventionofstates.com, the movement that's going to save the country. These folks are willing to step up and give everything. We need you to give just a little bit. Go to conventionofstates.com and volunteer today.